Too Fat to Skate is a podcast that contains opinions and ideas that you can find anywhere else on the internet. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome back to our show. Too Fat to Skate is a show where we review and watch bad movies, good movies. We hope you watch along with us. I am your host, Rick.
Hey, I'm Greg.
Hello, I'm Rob.
And we are back in the classic studio. How you guys doing?
You know, after hearing about your adventures, you know, I'm doing pretty good.
We won't get too much into those adventures, but Rob and I had a very long weekend.
I'm not going to say anything about it, but, you know, that's on you. I just heard about it.
We had a long weekend.
You know, I have no complaints. And
that's all right, though.
It was no problem at all. I was glad I was available, and I'm glad it ended the way it did. I think that's awesome.
Male bonding.
Absolutely.
And
good times, right?
The best part, I think, about that whole situation was that Rob and I worked on a movie script the entire time.
Pretty much. A lot of brainstorming.
That's good to have somebody to bounce ideas back and forth with, though, like that.
I think so.
Need that.
I mean, I'm kind of a visual guy. That's kind of where my light bulb comes on, like the old Wile E. Coyote, and then it kind of starts to develop from there. And so Rick understands the good 3-act structure, and
I do.
And I'm old fashioned. I ordered a book and everything like that, so
that's all right.
I've been doing what the book says to do, and
it's all good.
Yeah, I think so.
I learned I was terrible with words, but who didn't already know that?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Everyone's got their strengths for sure.
Definitely.
So,
and I really hope that we're watching The Forest from 1982. I really hope we're going to watch that.
Well, without further ado, let's. What I really want to watch, what I really am waiting for a long time to watch with you guys, is
Death Wish 3?
Immortal Frankenhooker.
Called it.
Frankenhooker.
It was like my third guess, but still.
Good.
Frankenhooker is by the same director, Frank Henenlotter, who directed Basket Case.
Nice.
1, 2, and 3. So, the Basket Case director. Unless you guys want to watch What's the Forest, I guess we could.
Just look at that cover.
Yeah, it looks.
Cannibal, hermit living in the woods, preys on campers, whatever.
No, let's watch Frankenhooker.
Yeah. You chose Frankenhooker. Let's go with that.
Yeah, we can go Frank. Who knows what this is? I don't know.
We
could watch Schoolgirls in Chains, too. I mean, that does look
That's right
cool.
up Rob's alley.
I think the Dawkins song, Breaking the Chains, I think it's actually got its roots from that movie. They're oppressed and they need to break free, right?
Oh, God, that movie just looked terrible.
Oh, it does.
The Amityville Cop movie that he just scrolled by.
Okay, there's like Amityville Cop, there's like Amityville Werewolf, there's like Amityville.
Yeah, how many more Amityville movies do you need to make?
They keep making them. I've seen 3 this year so
Jesus
far.
Christ, that's a lot.
I'd like to see Amityville Garbage Man. Like, is there paranormal recyclables?
Yes, exactly.
Really like
Amityville porn star.
Exactly.
Please fix my pipes.
Yeah, carbon on the pipes.
Yes.
All right.
So if anyone doesn't know, if you guys don't know, let me just. This is why I chose Frankenhooker this morning. Okay, because Frankenhooker is a film about a guy whose girlfriend is killed, and
it's Rob.
Let's just say no.
Thank you.
He's a wannabe scientist who. And he tries to piece her body back together using prostitutes.
Okay.
And he invents a super crack, and he gets them high on super crack, and then dismembers their bodies and puts them back together, as he's trying to reanimate his girlfriend's dead corpse.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, like I said, I've been curious about this movie since I saw the VHS cover.
Comedy horror.
Decades ago.
It is a comedy horror film. Directed by
always the best.
Yep, by the great Frank Henenlotter.
I think we give this one
no subtitles, huh?
We can probably find some subtitles here. Do you guys want something? I don't really care.
I don't think it really matters.
I don't think we need them for Frankenhooker this time.
I think it'll be funny without them.
It'll be fine without them. Okay, so if you have a copy of Frankenhooker and you can find it, pop it in your VHS players and queue it up with us and watch it now.
This is good. Like I said, I've been curious about this for 30 years probably.
It's one of my all-time favorites. I did see this film really early on. I was probably 11 or 12, which really explains what happened to me.
I haven't seen this one, but there was one about the zombie strippers that I have seen.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Jenna Jameson is in that. Or at least in one called Zombie Strippers. This horrible.
I don't remember the name of the movie, but it had strippers that were zombies in there. So.
Right, yeah.
A strong opening already with this actor. You guys might recognize. This guy's been in tons of stuff.
Was he in Basket Case as well?
No, I don't think so. But he's been in so much stuff. He was in like the Jerky Boys movie. He's been in all kinds of stuff.
The Jerky Boys are the ones that did the prank phone call skits.
Good stuff. Opening strong with a brain in a jar.
Look at that long brain.
With an eyeball in it. And
long brain.
He's got this brain
Cyclops
in
eyeball.
A liquid.
Yeah. Purple goo for life.
With a camera. A camera hooked to it.
Better watch it. You start playing around with Krang, he's going to get Shredder in here, kick your butt.
Yeah, it is very Ninja Turtle-y.
Yeah, how come he's without his mecha suit, though?
Yeah, that's true.
And I like that the cables are held on by wooden clothespins.
Of course.
Naturally.
Yeah.
You got to be thrifty for the up-and-coming scientists.
Right.
He doesn't want to electrocute himself by using all metal, you know?
The gag in this movie is that he works for the power company, but he is he wants to be a doctor in his spare time.
Nice.
So that's
whoever this is mother or something is in alarms that
that's his mom. Yeah, pass the ketchup.
Pass the brain.
So you go back and playing with your brain and eyeball, Tom. No.
That's a good place to play with your brain, right in the kitchen table.
Sure,
right.
No cross-contamination issues.
Yeah.
Look at that old
That's
bottle
a giant bottle of Pepsi, 2-liter of Pepsi.
Retro bottle of Pepsi.
Yeah, old school logo.
Yep, I like the old school logo.
All white.
Yeah. So here, the setup is
and there's people at their house too.
Well,
so
the setup is a birthday party.
Yeah, I could see that. They're having a big old birthday party.
They're having a birthday party for the girlfriend's father.
How much Pepsi do you need for your birthday party?
4 liters.
Those were the ones with the old metal caps. Remember the plastic bottle with the metal
That's
cap?
way before my time.
Yeah,
Nice.
I remember those.
At least the ones I remember from 2 liters.
Yeah, this movie is PG, pre-Greg.
No, not really. I mean, I was born. I just didn't know about the. I don't remember any 2 liters with metal caps.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
I was about 5.
Yeah.
So I rewatched Shawshank Redemption this week, and I really love that movie.
Clancy Brown, I tell you, him and the Warden make that movie. Because Tim Robbins, he plays Andy Dufresne with such a kind of vanilla, right down the middle, kind of not really a lot of emotion. And I think that's the way Andy's character is done, like in the book and everything like that. But I don't think it's Tim Robbins that makes that movie. I think it's the supporting cast.
Morgan Freeman carries that movie.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Yeah, he did a wonderful job in that movie.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
I mean, just that, the rich voice of his and just everything is...
He's an excellent narrator.
Oh, so good. You can listen to that guy talk forever.
I know. I could go to an insurance seminar if he's narrating it.
Just a great actor, man.
Yeah, he's
just
classic. Very good.
There should be a petition to where he reads every audiobook ever.
Seriously.
It would take him way too long.
I first remember him from Glory with Matthew Broderick and then Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner.
Those are some early ones. Also, what I remember him from...
Sparks.
Fire.
Look at those car batteries he's got hooked up to everything, Greg.
Krang did not like that.
No.
Smoking.
Wow, Shredder. Yep.
That's not how you make your homemade bong, my friend.
Who knew grape Kool-Aid conducted electricity so well? Looks like he's got that brain in a vat of grape Kool-Aid.
It looks like grape Jello almost.
Well, slime was a big deal in the 90s. If you can't do that on television, all those Nickelodeon shows, slime was a huge deal.
Slime. Yeah.
Remember the game show like Double Dare? They would always have that where someone gets slimed if they get the questions wrong.
Oh.
Yep, definitely. That's a mix-up of like you can't do that on television and Double Dare and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
what we can't do today is put out candles with our own breath.
No, because you'll offend somebody if you blow out the candles in your own party, your own cake. Someone will get mad at you.
Well,
potential COVID.
In the event that I ever do that at a party and someone gets mad, I will say, "You can leave now."
That's just a little joke. I don't know if people are going to get mad or not.
So
look at that birthday hat. I love that birthday hat. Can we get some of those?
Sure.
Let's go to 50/50 Factory Card Outlet and grab a stack.
Perfect.
That's a classic birthday
hat. See, again, I can't grow my hair out because I look like that guy.
You'll look like this guy.
Classic horseshoe pattern.
See, but it's almost like he has a mini perm there. It's kind of fuzzy around the sides and back.
My hair is just super straight. and it gets really long. So
well, there's product.
It's fucking weird, man.
I tell you what, let's work on it.
You do the long comb over.
I can't, dude. I tried, man. I tried.
No, I'm joking with you.
I tried. I wish I could. So he's invented a remote control lawnmower for his father-in-law here.
Is something going to go horribly wrong? Is someone going to get smucked by the mower?
Of course, his girlfriend, because he's saying, don't stand in front of it. But
it tasted human blood.
That's
a pretty good blood effect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Let's cue the police. Don't stand so close to me. She just got run over.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Ankles first, too. That had to hurt.
I know.
It had to be one powerful lawnmower.
Oh, yeah. He sharpened that thing with a file for hours.
I mean, just the engine to get over all that.
Look at that, Frankenhooker.
That's a good logo.
I do like that logo, the neon font and the lightning. And
this is a very memorable scene for me. It's one of the things that stands out in the beginning. He's drawing all these.
He's drawing his diagram of where everything can go.
Yep.
Kind of like a Grey's Anatomy drawing, or that Da Vinci drawing, like the classic.
The Vitruvian Man.
Yeah, yeah.
How does he know all this shit?
Because he works
I know he's an electrician, but there's no way he can get all these things to go inside of a human body, and it's gonna work like that.
Suspension of disbelief, right?
And where did he apprentice? I mean, my God, his teacher was really onto something extra here. This is beyond Basic Wiring 101 4th edition. This is...
No, he's a mad genius like Frankenstein, man. Yeah. That's how you got to look at it. Frankenstein was a mad genius, too.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I did watch that remake of Frankenstein with, what's his name?
The guy from the Harry Potter movies?
That dude?
Yeah, that was him. He was in one of them. Like I, Frankenstein or something like that.
The dude from...
Victor Frankenstein, maybe?
There's a couple of those, though.
It was decent. It was all right. I liked it.
Good.
Yeah. It was, Daniel
Radcliffe.
Yeah.
I'm not hugely. I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter. I've seen a couple of them, but I don't really know much about them.
I know. I watched 10 minutes of the first one.
We've seen all the movies, and I've read all the books. It's a good little story for what it is.
And that came out in 99,
something
I think,
like that.
And I was right after that. Lord of the Rings came out, so it was like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. I'll go with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I just viewed Harry Potter is intended for younger audience, even though it was a very diverse fan base, and that's fine.
It's meant to be for young adults, at least in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a little too young for me. Just at that time, because I was only 20 or 21 when it came out. So
yeah, you would have been a little bit too old for the target audience. So
it was a little too. But at the same token, like Chris Columbus, the director, I was a big fan. Adventures in Babysitting and all that stuff. Big fan of his.
Oh, that's a classic with Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, she's so hot.
Yeah, I liked her.
Super hot.
Yep.
This is why you don't do your rough drafts and red permanent marker.
That's a very good point, Greg.
And you mess up. This is a lot of stuff to go inside of this human body.
It's really cool, though. I love this sketch. They pull back on this.
Yeah, it's a lot of detail.
He's called these
anatomically correct drawings.
And he put a picture of his girlfriend on top of that.
Well, that's all. That's all that's left of her is the severed head. Yeah, that's all he has of her.
The lawnmower took everything else.
Yep, ground her body up. So,
and this is the natural way to grieve.
He's in so much grievance. Yeah, he's got to build her back up from base one.
Let's talk about his hair. I like that hair.
His hair. Let's just talk about if we'll make a pact that if any of our betrothed die or young, God forbid, that we will Frankenstein their bodies.
You know what? I'll try my best, but I'm a fucking idiot. So.
Greg is going to send us a text message or an email. Guys, this didn't work out so well.
I hooked her up to a couple car batteries.
Yeah, maybe I had the red and black clips in the wrong spot or something. Didn't work out so good.
Got the voltage all wrong, and I don't know where, but I ended up with a mermaid tail. And
I watched also this week the new Ghostbusters movie, which was a huge letdown.
Oh, really? I was kind of looking forward to that.
I was very disappointed with that film. I hated it. The very end was,
although I haven't
nostalgic enough. It's about all I'll say for
That's what I thought. It has a couple kids, or at least one of the kids from Stranger Things in it.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I really didn't see the point of that movie whatsoever.
But I was like, oh, okay, this kind of looks a little interesting.
The search for more cash. That's the point.
That's really what it was.
It's just the rights to retain the name. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I think that it was probably started pre-pandemic and then ended post-pandemic. You know what I mean? Not post, but at post-lockdown.
Yeah.
So they're driving through these towns and everything's completely dead. There's like nobody in that cast. You know?
Well, they probably spent a lot of money on some of the returns.
You know, I remember watching the first one a lot, but for me, a lot of the charm of Ghostbusters comes from the cartoon series.
That's what I was saying. Like, I really
love that cartoon series.
I would rather have over unusually gory news segment here.
That's
a lot of blood.
Yeah.
That killer rabbit attack from Monty Python. Man. Yeah. Jeez. Oh.
It's like if you're gonna give us Ghostbusters, give us an animated Ghostbusters movie, or give us the real Ghostbusters animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have
bullshit.
You can have the original cast just voice their characters and just do an animated movie.
Like, yeah, give me like a Pixar DreamWorks style.
Yeah.
Just have them voice it. I would have been satisfied with that.
Definitely.
You know?
And then you could just come up with whatever your heart's content is for whatever else, you know?
I think you take the Sam Haines story from the television series.
Oh, what an awesome villain he was.
I know. And just give it the 1.5-hour time frame that it deserves. It'd be excellent.
Yeah. I loved him. He was awesome. Just the ruler of the ghost underworld.
And he had like that jack-o'-lantern head and that flowing purple cape.
Cloak. Because like when he was sucked into the containment thing, that was his deal, right? He was the lord inside there.
Yeah, and he's responsible for that thing opening and all these ghosts coming out of the containment unit.
Kick ass.
Yeah, so there's our little spiel. If anyone's not familiar with the real Ghostbusters animated television series, become familiar with it.
I was a big fan.
I don't think I've seen it. Or if I haven't seen it, I don't remember it. But I'll have to look it up when I get home.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably on one of the streaming platforms, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably get it.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff.
It was rarefied air in the 80s, right? Because there wasn't many... Well, there was a few movie properties turned into cartoons. One of the very few. That was one of them. Rambo was another. Chuck Norris, sort of.
The rock and roll wrestling thing, but that was based on different television.
Different things, television.
Yeah. Was that in the 80s, the cartoon show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
85, 86, 87, maybe 87.
I remember watching
I was a little bit too young to remember
going
anything.
to school in the morning.
Yeah. I remember.
That's when I came of age. The first shows I remember watching are absolutely Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And
what a classic.
For sure.
The X-Men series, of course, which I love to this day.
Those are...
And Batman.
If you make a top 10 cartoons of all time, both of those should be on there.
So,
yes.
And I love both the Batman series and the X-Men series. I have all of them.
I agree.
So
we're about 10 years apart, I think.
Yeah.
Right, Craig?
Approximately, yeah.
Yeah, you're a couple years older than my brother. Mm-hmm. So I think we're about 7 years apart.
Okay.
7 or 8.
Okay. So when I was about 16, you were probably... You definitely, it was the time when the X-Men was super popular and Batman was popular. So I could definitely see why you missed the first.
I missed Ghostbusters because I was 2 or 3.
but Rob and I only being 2 years apart, definitely same era, same age.
Yes.
Yeah, because Rob is the same age as my brother.
Nice. Oh, and I was at Walgreens the other day getting some stuff, and they had some toys on clearance. So I got a Transformers action figure of Soundwave, the guy that has the
I love
open
him.
his chest with the cassettes, you know.
I was really big.
I almost bought one of the new Skeletors from the new He-Man series.
Okay, the Kevin Smith He-Man series.
Yeah. I didn't.
I watched about 2 or 3 episodes of that, and I really liked it.
Was it good?
It was. What I really liked it is they took some of the stuff from the 80s toy lines, and now they're in these cartoons.
Okay.
So if you grew up with this stuff, you'll catch some of that stuff, like the black circular device that has the skull face and the red thing spin around in circles.
Yeah,
they're kind of like a troop transport, like Trap Jaw or whatever. Yes. They would float, be around in those things.
I got really big into the Masters of the Universe Classics figures. I collected those guys for a while because they were a subscription-based toy, and you had to go through a Mattel or whatever collectors and purchase a subscription for the year.
Oh, jeez.
And they would send you the brand new adult collectible figures, but they were like resculpts, remasters of the original figures.
That's cool.
They were amazing.
Does it have the old red background, like with the exploding rocks? Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's so cool.
But the boxes were sort of trapezoidal, and they were everything you'd ever want in an updated figure, right?
Nice.
So the But imagine how many movies I had. That's how many fucking figures that I had. I had everything I can get my hands on because that's just the way that I roll, right? But I sold all of it. Like when I moved, like a few years ago after I got divorced, I sold 90% of my action figure collection.
Yeah, I remember you having a shit ton of action figures in your old place.
I had so many.
So many.
I sold them all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I kept a handful of them. I made a shit ton of money off flipping those things.
I imagine you would.
So, but yeah, it was really cool. I really liked that a lot.
So back to Frankenhooker here. Looks like our main character, who cares what his name is? It doesn't really matter. Looks like he's kind of depressed. His experiment isn't going well.
His last name is Franken.
It is Franken. It is Franken, I think.
No, I remember they showed him on the news, and it was Frank. It was something Franken, Dave Franken or something like that. I don't remember.
Yes.
But he's still obsessing over his drawing there. He's got his brain friend in a fish tank that's breathing out of its eyeball.
Yeah, and he stole a plastic skeleton from the local biology class.
I mean, I would too. That shit's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's very forlorn. Or it could be one of those Indian skeletons from the body farms in India. That's where they come from, right? Is that true?
Possible.
That's what I heard.
I remember on a Forensic Files, there's actually a property here in the U.S. They actually refer to it as the body farm, where people can be donated to sciences and they're just left to decompose naturally in the wild, and the progress is documented and studied by forensic experts.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's grim.
It is grim.
Well, it's always looking for, states of composition, decomposition, and what weather and what temperature and everything like that. Because little do you know, but everything can affect how you decompose when you die.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Heat, lack of heat, the soil, all kinds of different stuff.
So here we have, I think his name is Jeffrey, is what it is.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think that's what it is. But so Amigo.
Seems like a Jeffrey.
Amigo released a new line of horror figures, and I've got a couple over there, the Hammer figures, but they have the Fly, they have like Candyman.
Oh, I think I saw your Count Dracula.
The Count Dracula, they released those in 2-packs. They're like Walmart exclusives, and they have a young Frankenstein set.
Nice.
Have you seen that?
I haven't.
It's very cool. I've been seeing it all over Facebook lately. It's like Gene Wilder and Frankenstein in the 2-pack.
Nice.
It's very cool.
You get them in the suits?
Yeah. They're tap dancing suits.
The tap dancing suits, yeah. That's amazing.
Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah, they're putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
That's such a fun. Look at a giant spark plug. It's like a battleship or something.
That's your girlfriend's butt plug right there.
Wow, what an ass.
That's a pretty cool set here. Now we're in his garage, which looks very much like our podcast studio.
Yeah,
kind of, if you think
looks like a basement or garage. Yeah. Good spot.
It's very reminiscent of our podcast studio.
Of course, you would have a much cleaner chest freezer.
Filled with blood or red ominous liquid.
But that
bubbling ocean spray cranberry.
Yeah.
That's very similar to that pink emulsion I have over there for the screen printing stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're it's very close.
Pretty close.
Yeah, very close.
You keeping bodies in there too?
You never know.
I haven't looked too close.
Yeah.
I don't smell anything though.
No.
So if you've ever smelled a dead body, you would know, especially one that's been dead for a little while.
Oh yeah. Repulsive.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, you guys are part of that exclusive club that
leaves a lasting impression. That's for sure.
Yeah, you never forget it.
That's a giant foot for such a
That's
small
a giant
woman.
ass foot. Yeah.
That's a big foot there.
That's right. I don't think I would drink any type of wine, more especially red with severed limbs on the dining room table.
So Jeffrey's...
That is a bad problem.
Jeffrey's lost his mind here. He's having dinner.
He's having dinner with the severed head of his girlfriend.
And they're sort of leaking fluid all over.
There goes the wine.
Oh, yeah. I do like his tweed jacket, though. I think that's kind of nice.
Yes.
He's got paper towel underneath her neck.
It is a timeless look there, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Bounty. That's a good commercial for Bounty.
It's a good brand.
That's right. The quicker picker upper.
New York slice.
That's right. Now he's got to fold it in half at the back. Get that triangular wedge.
Nice New York slice.
That's right.
I could go for a New York slice.
Me too. Papa John's has got a commercial advertising in New York pizza.
No kidding.
Yes, they do.
You know, I might have to try that today. Might have to try that.
Hey, he stole my binder. I want that back. I didn't give him permission to use it. That's my other one.
Rob's doing that for research.
Greg, we got to find this guy down. He broke into my place and he took my stuff.
That's like my 5th grade binder right there.
Yeah, it's from like the 80s, man. Calm down.
He's basically saying like which body
is more desirable to you.
Yeah, he's showing her different pictures.
Now this should be funny. What type of feedback is he going to perceive
from the dead?
From the head, yeah. That's funny stuff.
Yeah. Well, our podcast table is very sparse today. I think that we're going to...
I do like that you put the clowns back, though. That's good.
Clowns are back, but we're going to do maybe a different setup in here, maybe. I was thinking about...
You know what? Let's get back to our roots. Bring that black skull jar back.
Yeah, we'll do the black skull jar. We'll...
Yeah, just keep it bare bones, though. I think that's okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's fine. I think if you just put a little cloth over it, you'll be okay.
Definitely the cloth. I like that idea. We'll get like a cool...
Can we go to Salvation Army and find like an old tablecloth? And
it doesn't have to be anything special. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Well, I have a couple of those. Like I had one that had some weird stuff on it, but maybe
the more abstract the pattern, the better.
Yeah, something like that. I'm down for that.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just.
Or like an old used twister. We can just get the twister mat.
Perfect.
Good luck with that, man. I'm not falling on my ass.
Well, we don't have to. We're already sitting down, so left hand on green.
Right.
Yeah, but what are you going to do when it goes to left foot?
I'm not even going to try. Nope, I'm staying right here.
Speaking of left foot, I mean, definitely has... What is he putting in there?
Some paper towel between like the nails or something?
No, it looked like a love letter.
A love letter inside this vat. So he's preserving her body parts by putting her in this electric pink goo
Kool-Aid.
bath.
Yeah.
Electric cranberry.
Yeah.
Strawberry Kool-Aid.
Arresters KVA. EC200 RV.
Yeah, you really had to have a guy who knew exactly what he was doing here to guess and write mumbo jumbo on all this stuff. It's all legit looking.
Yeah, they got some Lego looking blocks in there with some different lines and diagrams.
I mean, it looks like an electrical thing if you've ever looked at one.
Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube I watch. He repairs.
I like his little skeleton guy over here. He cut out his girlfriend's face and put it on a little skeleton.
This he repairs vintage radios, and I have no idea what he's talking about. And he builds circuit boards and stuff for all these electrical components. But it's fascinating to watch him do all this stuff.
Well, I liked that segment you had at your shop a couple weeks ago where that guy refurbished an old Super Nintendo. Yeah, that was really cool. And you don't need to hear his dialogue because he just is following.
There is no dialogue.
Oh, well, even better. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really very enticing. It just kind of sucked me in.
It's relaxing. It's an ASMR channel. I don't really get into those very much, but people, when I'm tattooing them, they seem to really respond well to the restoration videos I put on, or even that show, like how it's made. People like that.
I love that show. That's a good show.
Yeah, I loved that show too.
Also, like a big thing people like lately are the carpet cleaning videos. Have you seen these carpet cleaning videos?
No, I really haven't seen too many. I've seen a couple cleaning videos though.
Like by Stanley Steamer or something? Or?
No, they're just like clean out. They're like, oh, this room is a mess. Let's clean it. And
there's something like that. And there's a guy who is like a Polish guy or a Russian guy, and he's got this big white tile floor, and he puts these filthy carpets down, and he like has a carpet scrubber and a squeegee, and they're like an hour and a half long. So it's perfect for a good tattoo session. And these people that I'm tattooing, my clients, they're transfixed by it. They love it. It's very hypnotic. Huh. No pun intended.
It was like me watching Unsolved Mysteries.
We watched a lot on Unsolved Mysteries back in the day.
You got to go back to the old series where Robert Stack was the host.
They're all free. They're all free on YouTube now. Which is
Of course, Dennis Farina did a good job too, though.
It was always about Stack. Though.
It was always Stack, but I like Farina just because he was in Snatch. He was great in Snatch.
He's been in a lot of movies. He was a good narrator.
He's good.
Not as good as Stack, but still pretty good.
He did a good job.
Yeah,
he did a good job. But there's some really creepy Unsolved Mysteries. In fact, Unsolved Mysteries, I credit them for my Bigfoot obsession when I was a kid.
No kidding? They had one on there?
The first episode I saw, what is he drilling a hole in his head?
Oh no, come on, don't do the Jeffrey Dahmer, don't do it.
Oh, he drilled a hole in his head.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
That's
I
doubt that drill is really that. I mean, I know it's gonna go through your skull, but Jesus Christ, it's gotta hurt.
He would have just killed himself.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because one of Dahmer's victims actually had a drill poked in his head like that, and
he poured acid in his head.
Yeah, he was pretty much alive when the cops first found him, and then gave him back to Dahmer so he could kill him. Yeah, so he was alive for a little bit. I mean, I don't know how much longer he would survive, but
yeah, the Milwaukee PD got some heat for that one because Jeffrey explained it as they were boyfriends.
Yeah,
and they were
this is my lover, and he was just drunk and
whatever. They were having an argument to tiff.
He was like a 14-year-old.
He was 14.
He was
that poor kid, man.
He was. Can you imagine?
Anyway,
the horror for that young man. One, to think he escapes, he goes to someone who he believes is going to help him, and then he's put right back in the mouth of madness, more or less. Horrible.
You think drilling a hole in your head like that is a good way to relieve you of a headache?
Yeah, I guess he didn't have any Advil. I don't know.
Somebody hand me that drill right over there.
He's not even bleeding. What the hell? That dude's tough, man. He drilled 2 holes in his head and not a single drop of blood. Good. Yes. I like the old Times Square kind of look.
Good outside shot here. Yeah, probably New York.
He definitely has a Dahmer-esque quality about him.
He certainly does. The face,
the glasses are not helping.
No.
This was pre-Dahmer when this film was made, though.
Oh, here we come up on some
ladies of the night.
Presumed prostitutes, yes, ladies of the night.
He even looks like Dahmer a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like him, man.
Escorts.
Yeah,
representatives from the local talent agency.
The pre-OnlyFans era.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the premium.
Oh my God. The resemblance to Dahmer is just uncanny.
Yeah, now that we brought it up, it's kind of unnatural. He's just missing that shitty-ass mustache.
That was a bad mustache.
That was the 80s, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So many of these ladies here.
How many of them are flaunting themselves on the same corners?
That's right.
And they're not getting busted. There's like one pimp there.
That's right. How could you, if you were a officer, how would you even bust that? Could you bust something like that?
It'd be an exercise in futility. What are you going to do? Take in one when there's 25 of them?
Yeah,
I mean, you could try to go for the pimp at least.
Go for the pimp?
Yeah. Oh, I like those earrings, huh?
Snakes?
Yeah, well, they look like someone just took pipe cleaners and bent them up.
Yeah. So this is how he's going to lure in his, there we go.
It's like, you like what you see?
Yeah, see anything you like, sailor? Well,
he has to take off his glasses to look.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I do or don't.
He's probably farsighted.
See, if they would have went so far on the other side of parody and just made his glasses like fog up or something, with that.
That would have been clever.
That would have been a good one.
That would have been clever.
It's like, let me get in this piece of shit car that's rusted all the fuck. Because he pulled out a couple ones.
I'm really glad that by me dropping my top, we agreed on a price.
Yeah, right.
I'm really glad. Listen, don't shake the door. I got to get the
This
car
guy
back.
is like 15.
I know. It's alarming.
He's wearing a suit jacket that's way too big for him.
He's got like a tag on the.
Oh yeah,
he didn't take it. He didn't take his tag off of JCPenney when he just bought it.
It's the wardrobe tag from the wardrobe department. See, what is that?
Oh yeah, I see it now.
I don't know what that is.
No, she's coming over and she looks very sultry, doesn't she?
Yeah. He's trying to get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, what is?
No, he's got a other tag on his sleeve too.
What is up with that?
One of them was maybe
one of them across his arm and one of them is dangling.
I wonder if he picked it up from the dry cleaner.
Maybe that's a dry cleaner tag. It could be.
Still, that suit jacket is way too large for him.
It's just the shoulder. It's just the shoulder pads.
Yeah,
it's just the shoulder pads. But I mean, that's sort of the point, right? He's like this schlubby sort of.
Is he trying to get both ladies?
Well, I mean,
for his like $6.
Well, it doesn't really. I mean, because if he's gonna dismember them anyway,
yeah,
he gets his money back. So I guess he can really pay whatever they want, right?
Well, he's not getting that money back.
No, like Rodney Dangerfield, $115 the hard way. Ugh, that lady's.
Yeah, let's not even.
No,
we won't even go there.
No,
that's fine.
I don't think I've ever been to.
Never been to a strip club.
You never have been?
No,
I've been a couple times.
You're not missing anything.
I don't have the urge to. Let's just say.
Nah.
I don't have the desire or the want or anything else like that.
I've been to a couple. It was only one just to see what it was like, and then the other time, my old boss took me to the shop I was working at, and it was weird because we went. Me and all of the guys from the shop went, and then he brought his wife, and his wife was like,
down with it?
No, yeah, but she was like, a very. You just wouldn't picture her at a strip club. She had like the mom elastic jeans and like the puppy sweater and like the 80s feathered hair and the big glasses. Glasses like Franken here.
Okay.
And we're Jeffrey Franken.
Yeah. And she was like fine with the whole thing.
Interesting.
But and like all the ladies were all hanging out at our table, and I was very naive. I was like, oh boy, these ladies are very friendly. They're very nice to me.
They were trying to get your money, Rick.
I didn't realize that.
At the time, Rick goes, I should have came here before. They all really like me.
These ladies really like me.
Rick's sporting his game.
It was awesome. Yeah, I just never really frequented places like that. I never needed to really do that.
I went once.
How much to bang inside this crappy ass stall here?
Yeah, the plywood stall.
I had enough problems with real ladies on the outside. I didn't need phony ladies on the inside.
Seriously.
That's a good look for you, Rob, that mustachioed.
Yeah, but mine just doesn't grow under the nose like that. So, and I don't tan. I just get various degrees of sunburn. So, unfortunately, I'm challenged in that regard. I do like his hair, though, and I like all those gold necklaces. Zeus, he got that at the No Holds Barred garage sale.
Okay, so that's what's going on here. Is the pimp is probably his name probably is Zeus.
Yeah, he's probably branding these people that belong to him.
Oh, they're all smoking crack. Oh, he does look like a crackhead. That's like he does look like a legit crackhead. Then
yeah, he does look like a legit crackhead.
He's all sweaty and twitchy and.
Wonder how much that did not look like. It was like done without pain, like the Z's that he has carved into these people's arms.
Yeah.
It looks like it was done really bad.
Yeah. Hey, there's your name in the background, Rob.
Slam?
Right on the wall.
Oh, no, Rob. Yeah. Right there. Rob was here.
That's right.
And he probably was.
Quality assurance, I guess.
So you looking forward to that shark tattoo?
I am, ma'am.
Do you figure out where you're going to put it?
I'm thinking it's got to be... on my other calf.
Perfect.
Got to put a shark right on your ass. Right on your ass cheek.
We're not going there. That's not part of the deal.
No.
For helping me move.
No. But anyway, it's kind of like a traditional kind of art style, kind of an older design scheme.
Oh, nice.
Don't you think?
It's more it's like
neo-traditional.
Well, Rick is more neo-traditional.
Yeah, I try to go more traditional, but my stuff ends up being super. Now this woman here, Beverly, is from the first Basket Case, which we haven't watched yet, but she's a Frank Henenlotter stable.
Well, we watched 3, right?
We watched 2. We should watch 3 though, because 3 is you guys would love 3. It's great. But
so they're on this show. I guess it's called Motormouth.
A parody of Morton Downey Jr.
Yes. I was just going to say that. It's the late 80s. You got a male talk show host, and he's got a cigarette. That's Morton Downey.
That's Morton Downey Jr. right there.
Yep.
Where do you get all these beakers and vials and
drugs, too? Like, where did he get all
these? Well, the Zeus dude gave him some drugs.
So there's his super crack that he's making, that he's going to give to these women.
That Zeus dude gave him drugs. So.
Yeah, he bought crack from him.
That Zeus has got to be a multi-millionaire. I mean, that cost of that jar alone. Good grief.
Well, yeah.
He handed over like $5. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably figured out how to
make more of it.
Make more of it too. Who knows at this point?
He's got him on the news here.
Is this a drug bust or something?
I don't know what's happening.
It's just a man in his muscle shirt shaking a woman.
It's going on for way too long.
Way too long.
No. You mean that guy was a pimp? He seemed like such a straight shooter.
I just picked up this drug from this super straight guy. Yeah.
Who knew Hard Rock Candy wasn't legit?
Is he going to drill his head again?
Man, I thought these were Pop Rocks.
Why is he drilling his head?
Yeah, he's drilling his head again.
I can't remember why he's drilling his head.
On his upward angle, too.
Gruesome.
Right behind his ear.
Yeah, that would kill him.
Yeah, behind the ear like that.
Yeah, definitely. He'd be done.
That would hit by the temple, I would almost think, right? I can't remember.
This is weird, man.
He's drilled his head 3 times. Regardless of where he's drilled it, yeah, this man should be dead.
Yeah,
absolutely.
This is like the last, I think, good movie that Frank Henenlotter made. Well, good, is subjective, I guess. If you guys don't
really. Good can have a very broad definition.
Broad or narrow.
Yeah. But this is the last film Frank Henenlotter made that I enjoyed. He's made a few since then, and haven't really been a huge fan. But the Basket Case series were my favorite, for sure, by far.
That is a lot of drugs.
What is he gonna? He's gonna
give a guinea pig or a rabbit.
Gonna give the super crack to the poor guinea pig there. Oh, he is. That's a lot of super crack.
It is a lot of super crack.
Don't OD the guinea pig. Oh, he's got the old fireplace bellows. Look at that.
A bellows is what it's called. Yeah.
Yep.
Only a couple pumps should do it, man. You're just gonna kill that thing.
I know. Is it gonna get really big and like bust out of the cage or something?
I don't think so. It's probably just gonna fucking like explode or something. You'd think, right? Hopefully no guinea pigs were harmed in the making of this film.
I mean, probably not, but
we'll
it's probably just like
credits just to
air.
Yeah. This is, definitely not the Nutty Professor.
And of course, he himself would be immune to the super crack because he's outside the cage, so he wouldn't inhale anything.
Oh, yeah, it just blew up. Yeah, there we go. It exploded.
What did I tell you, man? That's too much super crack. Too much.
He looks very sleep deprived. Look at the shadows under his eyes.
It's turning green a little bit, too.
You remember there was a time when they would edit out the Twin Towers and films?
Yeah.
They were doing that, yeah.
Yeah, they went back for a while and tried to edit out a lot of them, as much as they could get.
That's a weird thing, right?
Right.
Like they were editing out the Twin Towers.
That is weird.
Because I remember like Spider-Man 2, that was a big deal. Because I think Spider-Man 2 had just come out, right?
Yeah, it was right around there.
Right when that came out. Or maybe it was the first Spider-Man. I can't remember. I think it was the first. No, I can't remember.
What's kind of fucked up about that is not too long after 9/11 happened, they had the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, one of the two new ones. I can't remember what. But they're jumping off of these towers that are exploding right on the cover.
Yeah, that was a big deal. I remember that. Well, okay, here's the thing, too. So I remember that the summer right before that happened, there was the TV show The Lone Gunman.
Yeah.
The X-Files spinoff, The Lone Gunman. Yeah. There was an episode of that show where terrorists take control of an aircraft to crash it into the World Trade Center, but as a drone. That was the whole plot of the episode. And they came out right before 9/11. That's where a lot of these conspiracy theories come from, is that like Hollywood leaks this information to the public in form of media to get these ideas out before they happen.
So he's measuring these ladies to see if they size up for his dream girl?
Definitely, yeah. He needs to measure there. So they don't, because you don't want to like hug one and have her arm be
one arm be larger than the other. And that's when you just take the pair from the same lady.
I mean, do you guys do that at home with your women? You have your magnifying glass?
Yeah, I gotta have a magnifying glass.
I'd really like to be enthused by what he's doing, but it's just not working. It's just not working.
Well, yeah, there's nothing like remotely attractive about any of this.
It's all repulsive in a
I mean, her outfit is kind of cool. You guys have to admit that, right?
Right.
No, that I could concede. With the calipers, yes.
Sure.
That seems accurate.
That's high tech right there.
I would do that. Yeah, I'd do this too, probably.
We're going to have to measure again.
The leg.
The left one was 75 and the right was 77. Not sure why.
Well, this isn't bad. We've seen worse on this show.
Right.
For sure.
That's saying something, but that's true. What's he going to write on here? Oh, just
got the check
quality check.
All right, who's wearing that under their clothes? One of you guys has got that on.
Not me. I touched my nose.
You'll have to pay to find out.
That's right.
Classic shot here.
Where's Greg? Every Tuesday from 7 to 11. No one can get a hold of him.
That's gracious, man. I'm in bed sleeping.
Yeah.
I do like.
I gotta wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You fucking think I'm awake after like 8 o'clock?
Look at this guy's outfit. This is very late 80s, early 90s. He's got like a neon top and like that zebra stripe kind of workout pants.
Zubas, man.
Zubas? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I definitely had a pair of Zubas when I was. That's why no one liked me. I dressed like a fucking weirdo. Like I used to wear those Zubas like that and like Bart Simpson shirts. I was obsessed with the Simpsons.
Yeah, like Don't Have a Cow Man. Or
Dude, that was my cool year Jets. All that stuff. Yeah, because in Janesville here we had the Kmart, and that's where you got all the Simpsons shirts. Kmart.
Sure.
I had a terrible haircut. Same glasses as old Jeffrey here.
I mean, those were the only glasses you could get, though, because
Yeah.
those are the same glasses I had as a kid,
Yeah,
too. So
exactly.
you could only get like 2 pairs of glasses.
You probably had them, too.
They were the same pair.
I actually didn't have to get glasses until I was like 31.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, because I was in college, sitting in the front row, and I couldn't read the board. I'm squinting and squinting.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I was doing some in-home healthcare for a semi-retired optometrist, and I was telling him, he goes, "Oh, you have astigmatism. You need to go get glasses." Like, no, come on. He goes, "Yeah." So I went and got everything checked out, and sure enough, I have astigmatism, and I needed glasses. So
Wow.
there we are. Yep. I've been wearing them
You got it through old man eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very strange, though, if you're sitting like less than 10 feet away from something and you're squinting to read it. That's very strange.
Well, I can't see
There's
shit.
Super Crack. She's super excited for Super Crack.
Oh, you know what would be a cool song? That, like, I'm so excited, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
I just can't hide it. That'd be like a good, like a montage of
Well,
him,
you
like,
just did it.
Oh, yeah. But I'm horrible.
So what?
Well,
who
I
cares?
mean, this not better,
I'm not any worse than what's
not any
going
worse
on
than this
screen.
movie, yeah.
That would have been a cool, like, measuring montage if, like, that song was going, like, when he's doing all the stuff with the calipers and, the, putting a check mark on the butt cheek. Like, see? You and I
These
could
ladies
redo
of the
this.
night are, like, mobbing him for the Super Crack.
Yeah, so they're very overly excited about that crack.
They are.
Well, you've seen a lot of hookers in your day, right, Rob? On the force?
No, I didn't. I didn't run across any of them in
Orfordville?
or Jefferson. No.
Not many hookers.
There's
in
not a lot of
Orfordville.
hookers running around.
On County N, just on this corner out there.
But what you do if you do see one, you just go the speed limit and then you just give them a door check.
Jesus.
One less. Problem solved.
Come on, man. That's mean.
This is why people don't like police.
That's why we don't like you, Rob.
Now, she's
You're
got
trying to
probably-
target the lady who's trying to make a living out of her life, man. Jeez.
That's okay.
Yeah, God, I wonder what the guy who wrote this one was into. I mean, there is.
It's
kinda hard to-
it's pretty subtle.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
I think he's trying to imply something, but I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Crack, hookers, dismemberment.
Yeah,
Titties hanging out everywhere.
that's right.
Just flopping all about, drugs, hookers.
Look at her. She's either hulking out or something's going horribly wrong.
They're all going to blow up, and he's just going to have this gore fest here in the room, right?
Right, I guess.
Really not a bad party if you think about it. A lot of worse parties you could be at.
Yeah, I mean, like him, we haven't seen
Oh,
anything to indicate that he has a love interest since his one girlfriend is gone.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
So he's clearly trying to get her back. But in the meantime, he's got a room full of chicks, and he's flying solo. This could go well for him. Gratuitous crotch shot. Look at that painting on the wall. He's got it's like one of those old velvety kind of paintings. You know what I mean, Rick?
I've got a couple of those.
Rick, you need this wallpaper, my friend. This pink wallpaper. This pink and white wallpaper.
I need those two ladies right there. I don't.
That's just typo negative again.
Yeah, it's
That's just typo negative music video.
What is this guy doing?
He's got all of his girls up in that room. He's like, I'm not getting money.
He's bouncing. He's like, I need this money.
That is the narrowest stairwell known to mankind. Look at that.
I think this is probably a throwback to the first basket case.
He's like, man, he's been in there for like 10 minutes. That's max.
Yeah, how long would it take in a room full of... I feel like I'd be
How
really
many
nervous.
women are in there? Yeah.
Like that big. Look at the painting behind her. See that?
That's amazing.
That's like a rug, kind of, right?
Yeah.
That's
We
kind
got
of
one
velvety.
girl negative reacting here.
Is she doing CPR? What's going on?
Ugh.
Oh, she blew up. What the fuck? She was a robot?
Ah!
No, there's a super crack made her explode.
Oh, poor Ginger. I'm just.
Yeah, but where did the sparks come from?
That stuff is highly combustible, I guess.
Yeah, it's...
I get her exploding.
Oh, if you
But
dance.
look at the sparks coming
Yeah,
out
you
of the
know.
ground and throw her back.
You got to sell it, man. You got to sell it.
All right,
They
this scene here makes the movie worth watching. Kaboom!
have exploding hookers.
Oh, God, a flying leg.
Oh, thank you so much for putting this on, Rick. I missed this sequence for like 30 years. That's
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this moment.
That's a crime against humanity that I've been unaware of this gem. Oh, no. Watch her. Yep, boom.
That was a good cut, though. It was a good match cut.
Don't do super crack, people. That's.
Hey, did you ever see the Tales from the Crypt movie, Bordello of Blood?
Once, when it first came out.
Well, anyway, it's a vampire movie, and when they get shot with holy water, they kind of explode, much like this.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. But I actually like the cheap, no-budget look of this one. I actually
this is way.
it.
Oh, yeah, this is way better, dude.
Oh, look at that bracelet she has.
Oh,
imagine hauling those things to the set that day. Well,
yeah,
we have
those mannequins.
Here's this one.
They must have went to like the Sears distribution center and said, we need to get all of your individual pieces we can get because we have to assemble them. Very strange, very unusual.
I think what happens in this is he's going to take out Zeus there, and then he's going to become the pimp of all these. Oh, yeah.
He takes a flying head to the face. So what do you say? Head tonight?
Here we go.
What does everybody want? Parts. Right, Greg?
Yeah.
What does everybody want?
Head.
That's where Al Snow got the idea. He was a big Frankenhooker fan. Yep. Oh, this movie is very, very trend-setting. Good job.
Ahead of its time, dude.
Very much so.
That's a lot of body parts.
So the only question is, does he have to pay extra or does he get his money back?
You know what? His money back and his crack.
Yeah, I'm not paying for the damages to this room. I hope he used a fake name.
Yeah.
Fake credit card.
Well, at this point in time, it would be money, more or less. Yeah, one trash bag ought to do it.
Oh, sure.
Let's hope our check marks are intact. He doesn't need every body part. Because he did all the measuring and the calipers. That's what you guys are getting for Christmas next year. I'm giving you guys all tit calipers.
Titty calipers?
I'm down.
I expect measurements.
Absolutely, I'm down. You bet.
The titty calipers are called my hands.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
That's true.
Greg and I actually have prehensile fingers. We can adjust to any given size.
No, mine go one size, and that's only to my wife's.
Whereas I need a large variety of them every day to keep my sanity.
Yeah, like once you see one pair, it's like you're just interested in seeing more. Ron White hit the nail on the head on that one. You know, that was something that I got sick of really quick was the blue collar comedy tour. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah, those were super cheesy.
It was I mean, individually, those guys are pretty funny. And I guess they're pretty well liked among other comedians. You know,
I mean, I was in middle school, and I remember that's when Jeff Foxworthy got really popular. So about 6 years before the blue collar comedy tour, he already had books like "Cause You Might Be a Redneck" jokes and everything. He was good.
He's funny.
Yeah, but Larry the Cable Guy isn't even a Southerner. He's from New York, so he's just playing a character.
Right. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. But everybody loved that DVD, and I watched it.
Yeah, here you're driving home with your body bags or your trash bags filled with people's anatomy with, body parts hanging out of the said trash bags.
Yeah.
Trunk wide open.
Well, look how not heavy that is. Look how light that is.
Oh, my God.
He's not going to get pulled over the moment. Like, Rob, you would see that, and you would be like, this is not a least suspicious at all.
So you'd only have to ask him one question. But those are hookers, right? Yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. Go about your way.
Yeah. Like the South Park episode, remember with the... what was it? Ike was having the affair with the teacher. And
my God.
But she's hot, right? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and they draw it out like that, like a snake.
Nice.
Yeah, it's real creepy.
Well, he's got to use the purple glue here.
The blue comedy car. Yeah, I was a big fan of Jeff Foxworthy. See, I seen him on this Rodney Dangerfield special in '88. So he was on my radar for a long time, but it was very, very, very new. Oh, look at all them collection of boobs.
Look at all those boobs.
Man.
Collection of boobs. How do you pick in such a...
Well, you just have to feel them all until you figure out which one's match.
You got to get the right pair.
There's the left one and the right one. You got to swing the right way, I guess.
Man, that's what you get for not, I guess he took them all out at the same time, so yeah, it saved him a little bit of time, but...
It's like an umbrella stand
for legs.
Hey, at least they're kind of wobbly. They look,
Sure. They look like they're made of rubber.
They're kind of rubbery.
Yeah, this is... and think...
Okay, he's got two pair right there with high heels on. They're the same, right? So that would be easy choice.
Well, they've managed to stay on, too.
This movie got the green light. There's no way
he picked two different routes.
Well,
he picked two different legs.
Here's the thing.
Anything we come up with.
Well, here's the thing. This film was financed through whoever, Frank went through. Oh, God.
She needs some tough acting to
Oh, God.
That looks like athlete's
some
foot.
bad feet, man.
Oh, yes. Give a manicure with that file.
Yeah, to sand them down.
Oh, maybe this is where my aversion to feet came from.
Hey,
I hate feet.
When you're done with that file, I need it for my feet, too.
God.
Yeah. Greg goes to the salon. It's like in Dumb and Dumber. They bring out that big grinder and you get the shield. Sparks. Got to hold Greg's hand because sparks on his toenails.
I have to wear the welder's mask, too.
I really like Dumb and Dumber. I don't care that it's toilet humor.
It's
funny.
dumb. It's dumb funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
So back to your thing. Basically, what that was. Look at that reverse shot. She comes out with no liquid on the hair there.
She's perfectly dry.
Yeah.
Comes out totally dry. So what happened was they had to seek financing independently. With the producer and all those people together.
Okay.
And all that stuff. They do that independently, and then they find a distributor afterwards. So sometimes they have distributors in place ahead of time, but typically you'll finance your film ahead. If you're
Guess what's for dinner?
unless you're like a major studio that's
That's kind of the process.
giving you projects, or was a major studio that or whatever studio that they had gave him this. That, all right, make your next film based on the strength of the basket case, direct-to-video stuff, and Brain Damage and his other films. They probably just let him do it.
I think this movie probably did not hit theaters.
It may have. It's possible.
God, this
The 90s they're a weird time, dude.
Yeah.
That's true, but this seems like this could have been a direct-to-video. Who knows? I guess we don't know the history of.
There's a lot of drug use and nudity in this movie. That's all I'm saying.
Just a little, with the super crack and the boobies and
the dismemberment and it's a lot.
The flying heads and the flying.
That's a lot to get by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Please do not kiss.
Oh, this was on cable.
He's gonna do it.
This was on cable, man.
I mean, this would be on
HBO.
TV nowadays. Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it would definitely not be on cable, but in the 90s,
This was probably like Showtime late at night or something.
HBO.
Yeah, HBO. Be one of the not free channels.
In the 80s, in the 90s, it was you get HBO and Cinemax, and then you'd have Showtime with the movie channel.
That's Brain Damage right there.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to drop
She's been dead for how long now in this movie?
Well, she's in the special liquid.
Yeah, but still, like
A couple of days or a week or so. It hasn't been that long, I guess.
without any brain activity, she would still be brain dead.
Well, he's got that whole the electric water that he puts her to keep her brain going.
Now she's going to get
Kool-Aid.
She's going to get transformed because in all the Frankensteins, there's always
we got the lightning.
Yeah.
Yep.
The atmospheric discharge, if you will. Now she's going to get transformed.
So what do you think your favorite Frankenstein movie is?
My favorite?
Let's just cut out the original Frankenstein because that's great.
Yeah. I would just have to say you'd probably pick one of the Hammer horror films.
Okay.
Just pick one of them.
Any of them?
Yeah.
What about
I
you?
think so.
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein. There you go. I would. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, obvious choice. I'd have to agree with you on that one. Well, the thing about Young Frankenstein is the creation of the monster has like one of the best monster scenes in any Frankenstein movie ever.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, she's screaming and yelling. It's very dramatic, and it's not even really that funny. It's crazy.
And I love.
And it's just a great movie.
It's really intense.
I love the scene when they're out in the alley. And the hand is off the cart, so Gene Wilder's acting like he's manicuring his own nails.
Yeah, and he's like,
yeah. That's funny. That is really funny.
It is.
I mean, I've seen a couple of the other Frankenstein movies, and they're pretty good, like the old school ones. I haven't really watched any of the newer ones, so.
There's one that I think Curse of Frankenstein. There's one of those.
I think I've watched maybe I, Frankenstein, or there was like this series about Frankenstein thing. I don't remember.
One of them had Sean Bean in it.
Yeah.
And it was super good.
Yeah.
I really did like that. It was during a time in London where the plague was happening, and it was just really grimy and dirty feeling, and it was a solid show.
Yeah. So and I like the Hammer horror better than the old Universals, because a lot of the old Universals, to me, with the exception of Creature from the Black Lagoon, which I really enjoyed, they're just so slow. And even though they're only about an hour and 15 minutes long, they're just so damn dull.
Yeah, they feel like they're 5 hours long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so I usually
can
like
see that.
the Hammer horror film ones better. I enjoy them more.
He does have the classic rising the body on
Now, I will tell you this, that the original book,
yeah,
absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I like the book Dracula by Bram Stoker too.
Yeah, really that's good. Do you remember how he creates the monster in the book?
Oh no, it's been forever since I've read it. I don't remember.
I remember a scene in that book. The one I think I can only remember.
I just remember really that being the first book of its kind for the time it was released, because she was like 18 or 19 at the time.
And she wrote it on holiday.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you'll have to excuse me. I have to step out briefly.
Sure.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, but I don't remember too much about the book because it has been forever.
I remember there's a scene.
Actually has a Frankenstein series that's really good.
Who does?
Dean Koontz.
Dean Koontz.
Oh, he does.
Okay,
yeah, I think they made like a TV movie of that or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. So this electricity here looks like it's going to be powering some of the body parts he even put into this freezer.
Yeah. Maybe we should pause this. Should we pause it for him?
I don't know. We didn't last time.
We'll do it. We'll pause it for him. What do we
There's
care?
only a little bit left.
We'll pause it
I
for
don't
him.
know.
Who cares? We'll make him feel bad.
Make him feel bad.
When he comes back.
Way to go, Rob.
Oh, the guy, man. He helped me out.
I know he did, though. That's great.
Yeah, he's a solid dude. Yeah, we used to know what you could do. You know what I mean? We know it was during the day, too. I know you're working during the day.
Usually, sometimes, yeah. It just depends on what days it is.
Oh,
if it was like a weekend, I'm usually free.
Oh, this was
sometimes.
Okay. This was like, I think it was, I can't remember when it was. But dude, like last week was a blur.
Yeah.
It was a complete blur.
No, you're all good, though.
But, and then, it was like a really narrow staircase here.
And I get that, too, because there's only, like,
so many. Yeah.
There's only, like, you only want so many people, like, kind of trampling all around. And,
Yeah, it would have been handy, though. Like, it was brutal, man, going in and out of the cold.
Yeah, all the time, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, up and down stairs. Jesus Christ.
I can't imagine what... you know how dirty you feel, and like sweating in the cold.
Yeah. Sweating in the cold is probably one of the worst feelings in the world.
Yeah,
because there's nothing like it. It's like you feel gross. You also don't feel like you kind of want to. You feel like if you want to take a shower,
right,
but you don't almost want to take a shower.
Right.
It's fucking weird.
It's really weird, and you just feel like overheated. And
yeah.
So how's that project? That new project? Are you ready to announce that project you got going?
No, what I did is I attempted it on Friday, so that's why I took my headphones. I attempted it on Friday.
Right.
And I fucking hated it.
Really?
For one, I have a cat at home, and she was fucking zooming around me, and I'm like, now, cat, at this time?
What you should do is
so she was like, you could hear her running around and scratching at her posts and stuff, which I'm all fine with normally. But then I was just like, okay. And then the first story I was going to tell ended up only being maybe 20 minutes long, if that.
Well, if you want, you could just come here to the podcast studio, and then you can do it in a way where it's like, you tell your story. I could, have an interview or someone who interviews you to expound on that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I had thought of is doing it in little sections that's part of the problem too, is I still don't know how to kind of do it. Is I was going to do it in little sections of like, before I had gone in, and then here's basic and whatever. And here's AIT or whatever. And
advanced infantry training, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Advanced individual training.
Individual training, gotcha.
No, here she is, the creation of our monster here. You're very lovely Frankenstein, actually. She looks very good.
She looks tall.
And she's got, look at her forearm, is like, she is tall, but she's got these platforms on there.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, way to go, Rob. You missed out.
I'm sorry, my bladder was at capacity.
We
paused the movie for you.
I know. I really appreciate that.
What a backhand. Oh,
I know.
Look at that.
Okay, yeah, she's got like...
She's definitely got
those platforms aren't that big.
But they're very much like the ones in Young Frankenstein.
Very much, yeah. Like I said, it's a great scene of the creation of the monster and that. Look at, she's got like the nips. Look at the nips.
The nips coming through.
You could like... But no, so if you...
It didn't show him doing any of the electronic crap. At all.
No, that's all right. There's enough of this. Of course, she's like walking around a Long Island neighborhood, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to guess that the pimp is still alive, and is she going to go kill the pimp?
Basically, yeah. Basically.
I mean, because she's got like 2 different legs and like 3 different arms.
She's doing nothing.
A different torso, a giant pair of titties.
Which is fine.
And then, I don't know if you noticed it, Rob, but when it electrocuted, it also zapped this freezer here, too.
Yeah, so,
and he had thrown all these random bits of bodies into this freezer that's filled with this magical Kool-Aid.
So they're all reanimated now as well.
Yeah.
That's a cool freezer, though. I think I'll make one of those with like the Romex.
She's got different skin tones going on in her arm.
Yeah, her forearm is a different color. And
the hand is different color. And
yeah. Of course, her face.
I had a poster of this from Fangoria magazine when I was 11, and I just thought she was super cute.
You know who I really liked when I was a wee lad? I was a big fan of Elvira.
Oh, she's
everybody
so
was
hot,
though, man. Elvira is awesome.
She was the first goth girlfriend.
Yeah, everybody wanted.
Lovely,
so hot. She was
lovely.
Yeah,
Cassandra Peterson.
You know, she's friends with Pee Wee Herman.
Oh,
she was in.
That same kind of local theater.
Did you know she just made a lot of straight men upset by announcing that she has been in a relationship with a woman for the past like 30 years?
Well, that doesn't make me upset at all.
No, it doesn't make me upset either.
It makes me pleasantly intrigued. I'm very. That just made my whole fucking year.
Yeah,
so far, 2022 is off to. I started off bad, but that turned it around for me.
But yes, I am familiar with the story, Greg. Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's amazing. But no, because of course she had that movie Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Yep. Yeah, and she used to have that television series where they would have old crappy movies on.
The Movie Macabre.
Movie Macabre.
Which I have a bunch of those. And she did watch some Hammer stuff too. She would watch the Hammer House of Horrors because they were only an hour long, so she could stretch it out with her segments.
Yeah, because she'd always do her intro and everything. And
yep,
she had that kind of Victorian themed kind of love seat where she would usually.
So cool.
Yeah, great set piece.
And she was in Pee Wee Herman's early theater show. They used to show it on HBO a lot, the Pee Wee Herman show. That's where he got the idea. That's where the whole Pee Wee's Playhouse thing came from.
Oh, I see.
But it was much dirtier. It was perverted, back then.
Adult themed.
Yeah. And then it got spun into.
I hated that show when I was a little kid.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, he just seemed creepy back then. I don't know.
Really? He's not creepy.
No, not at all.
No, he's not. He really isn't. He's not. I'll defend Pee Wee Herman for the rest. I'll defend him forever. I mean, look the dude goes to a porno theater. Like every other dude in there is not whacking it. Just leave him alone.
Seriously.
Just leave him alone.
That's what they were for.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
Like those weren't what they were for at that time.
Right. It's like, what is he, a film critic? He's going to go there fucking like Judge Deep Throat 5 or whatever it is.
This is a good real areola you got right here.
Yeah, he's just beating his
Hold on, let me get out my tape measure.
Yeah. He got a bad rap, Pee Wee. But I love him. He's great.
Well, it's one thing we love to do.
How metallic are those shorts?
Yeah, we love to just
put people on a pedestal just so we can knock them off.
Oh,
that's
God.
very American. That's like Danny DeVito's stunt double.
Does that even exist?
I think may very well. I'm just assuming that could be him.
I heard the best joke.
Let her rip. Okay.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Okay.
It's more of an observation.
I call that a speculation. I don't.
It's not my joke. I heard that joke. It's funny.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past him.
I watched It's Always Sunny a lot this weekend too. Whenever I'm down in the dumps, I like to throw on It's Always Sunny. Usually The Nightman or.
Now that if you're ever down in the dumps, you're just going to bring up that image on your phone.
Yeah, the Mark Hamill image.
You guys want to see that?
Do you have any additional information about?
No, this movie's good actually.
Of that
Let's
picture?
Look at it.
This movie's not too bad. So
has Bill been able to substantiate or disprove the claims
I think
even further?
He forgot about the whole thing.
He probably has.
A week ago. He doesn't hold on to that information.
I see him as a treasure trove of insider information. I would think if you put him on the trail, he would get to the truth of it.
He's a learned man. Bill is a very learned man.
Yes,
but I don't know what he does.
Have you seen Punisher Warzone?
Once.
Yes.
Okay, this guy that she has reminds me of the dude. What's his face? That was his tech dude in the Punisher Warzone.
Oh yeah, he looks like the guy from the Human Centipede, but
he also kind of looks like the guy from Warehouse 13 a little bit.
He is totally transfixed by this dead
purple
chick.
nips.
Look,
there's the check mark.
Check mark on the ass cheek.
Okay, but you know what? She's hot. She's hot. I'm gonna say it. She's kind of hot.
You know,
there's a reason why he went through the checks and balances.
Now I can put it together. Whoever the actress is that played this lady, I think her face has a resemblance to Christina Applegate. Like I see a lot of Kelly Bundy in the face of this lady.
What's she doing to make it smoke like that? Jeez. Industry secret, I guess.
Do you see the facial resemblance?
I don't see that.
You don't see
that was a cool effect.
Oh, okay.
She just ripped his head off.
I don't see it.
She's got black hair
cool
though.
Effect. Got purple hair.
So he's not getting any head tonight either.
Purple nips, dude. See them nips?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a big fan of purple.
I did. You know, I think it's strange for once that I am the one that is enjoying that type of stuff the least among the three of us.
Dude, this is a throwback to my adolescence, my adolescent sexuality for sure.
Rick who's in horny jail now.
I'll gladly be there with Frankenhooker. It's so weird that like I'm not.
It's kind of hard with this movie the way it is to
really get too enthused. Yeah.
So this had to have been 90 because Batman 89, and I'll tell you what, man, I seen Batman 89 when it premiered. I saw it in Wisconsin Dells on the Strip, where that movie theater is downtown. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm thinking of the Strip, but is there still a theater in the main Strip?
The boardwalk. The boardwalk. There was There's a theater down there.
Yeah.
You know, have you been there?
No, I've never been there.
I saw that with my parents on opening night in the summer.
Wow.
It was amazing, dude.
Oh yeah.
It was an awesome experience. I was a huge, being a 10-year-old kid. Fuck, man, I loved Batman.
You know, I'll just say that I'll probably watch the new Batman in theaters when it comes out.
Fuck yeah. I don't give a fuck about Omicron or whatever. Fuck all that shit.
You know, here's my thing on it. You know, I think getting vaccinated is probably a good idea, but if you choose not to, okay, I still think you should have the right to keep that an individual choice. That's up to you.
Just stay home.
Yeah. I think you either just take some precautions, use a little discretion, or what's the flip side to that coin? You going to live in a bomb shelter? You scared to go outside your own front door?
Exactly.
That's not being alive. You're just waiting to die at that point. Just be smart.
I just think if you go outside while you're sick, you're an asshole.
You're an asshole. And you're completely...
You're the biggest asshole.
The biggest asshole.
Because now you're spreading whatever you got. It doesn't matter what you got. If you're sick, fucking stay home. Right. That's it.
Or like, and the thing is like you have the people who are asymptomatic spreaders. You know, like when we tested for it, I had no symptoms, 0, but I was fully vaccinated.
Yeah, you were vaccinated.
So I stayed home. I didn't go anywhere, dude. Nowhere. Didn't do nothing.
It's easy for me though. I'm a hermit. Yeah, I live at home.
Here's the thing. I feel terrible saying it, but throughout this whole thing, unless I was forced to by like social standards or store closings, my lifestyle did not change. I refused to let it change.
Yeah.
I really didn't.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But Wisconsin, this little city, we're in a bubble compared to like what Bill says. It's very, very, very different. You go to the city, you go down there. It's very different.
Well, imagine Chicago, 2 million people. You know, here we have 60,000.
It's very different. So we're in more of a bubble where things just don't really happen the way they do in other places, you know? So I don't know. But I'll gladly see, because we saw Spider-Man in the theater.
Yeah, we saw Spider-Man in the theaters.
It's amazing.
I loved it.
Yes, so good. And of course, Rob and I have been to the theater a couple times.
Yes. I really wanted to like Antlers. Cool subject matter. Just it needed more folklore. It needed more Graham Greene. It needed
like just to take that idea and just expound on it. Just drag it out a little bit. Just give me some more. And then it would have been fine. Well, also like Keira Knightley fighting this giant monster with a torch. The thing was like a killer. It killed everything. But you're going to tell me like she killed it in the end? For what? For how?
Very easily, too.
Yeah, very easily.
She mopped the floor.
That's always a letdown, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's always a letdown when they're showing no matter what story it is, but they're showing the villain, and the villain in the story is just like wiping everything out.
Yeah.
And then your hero happens to be some happenstance, just like nobody who just happens to be there.
Right.
And they just kind of easily, make this villain slip on a rug and break its neck or whatever. Okay.
Plus it builds
or whatever it does,
It builds more tension, too, if your hero is struggling to find a way to be successful. It builds more tension.
You need that mountain to climb, right?
Yeah.
And otherwise, there's the Deus Ex Machina thing in there where you have that one element that just comes out of nowhere that shifts the story in an unbelievable way. You know what I'm saying? It's suddenly like if you were fighting a mob of people and suddenly a bazooka falls from the sky.
That's not really believable.
It just takes the steam out of the whole thing.
It's kind of like the Superman effect, you make your hero so strong, what can fucking kill him?
Exactly. So I guess Frankenstein hookers like pretzels. Who knew? I
like pretzels. Yeah.
Are you a Frankenstein hooker?
No.
She's very cute.
Oh boy, that
not her.
Yeah, no.
I like that hat though.
That guy's hat, or
I love that hat.
His?
Yeah, that's dope.
That looks like that could be like a skateboarding or like BMX kind of hat, like with the lettering. See that?
Yeah, I love it. I'd rock that. It's a bike messenger hat, is what it is.
Oh,
he's got that bike on it.
And one of my friends in grade school, his older brother was big into the BMX stuff, so
they
did like the racing, like the
yeah.
Yeah, he was real big into that.
I was too fat for that.
Yep. That's why Rick was too fat to BMX.
Right, too fat to BMX. Oh, that's a better one. That's a good new name for our show. Oh, you know what? Another good Frankenstein movie was the Frankenstein. What was it called? Frankenstein Theory or something? Did you see that one? Did you guys see that one?
No.
It's like the found footage Frankenstein movie where they think Frankenstein's living in some shed somewhere and they fucking go track it down. And
nice.
Turns out he is.
I remember the late 90s one where De Niro plays Frankenstein.
Oh, what a turd.
I'll have to try to find that show that I watched that was like Frankenstein Files or something like that.
Yeah, it was called like I, Frankenstein or something.
Yeah.
Right? Something like that? I know what you're talking about. It's a good show.
It was a good show.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's good. I enjoyed it.
It's like only 2 seasons.
Yeah. I've seen that.
It's pretty short.
Yeah, I think I seen the first season.
So the pimp is still alive.
Yeah.
Zardoz or Zyklon or
Zarbox.
Yeah, Z-Pimp.
Yeah. She's like trying to convince, hey, baby. Is he a pimp too, this guy? Or like
I was kind of wondering that.
He's trying to do lines off of her breasts.
Which, hey, good for him. I mean, his head's in the right place.
He's got those. Got them purple nips, though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Poor guy dropped his hat. That's unfortunate.
Better go pick that up.
Is he going to find it under the table, Greg? If he looks long enough, he'll find it, right?
I think he'll find something. I don't know what he'll find, but it might not be pleasant.
No, there's a gag that they wouldn't play anymore, right?
Yeah.
Any sort of men and ladies clothing doesn't play anymore. You just can't get away with that stuff anymore.
Yeah, if it's meant as a gag, probably not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
It's weird how the comedy climate has changed. You can't have it anymore. I mean,
it's the absence of comedy.
It's more it's supposed to be more normalized. Like, we don't care about gender roles or anything like that, or clothing. It's just clothing now, so it shouldn't matter.
There's a guy from Basket Case 2. He was the freak show guy. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like the tent, right?
The tent guy, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Kids in the Hall is one of my favorite shows of all time. And there's a lot of men and women's clothing in that show. But they played it straight. It wasn't like, because they're wearing clothing, that wasn't the gag.
Yeah.
They were just playing female characters.
That was a lot of old Monty Python.
Yeah, exactly.
They were just playing. They were just guys that happened to be guys, and they were playing women characters.
But I guess when you do the high voice, it does make it funny. So I don't know. Does it still play?
I don't know. I watch it because I kind of like the shows. So
I was watching a Giallo movie recently, and bear with me, I can't seem to remember the title of it. But
that's
one of the suspects. There's a pretty lengthy scene at like a drag bar, but I can't remember.
There's a lot of
which movie that is.
There's a lot of stuff like that in there.
I'm not sure if it's Deep Red or
might have been. I can't remember. They all kind of blur together. Like her head is just hanging off, or electricity coming out of it, and like
purple electricity too.
I tell you, boys, this episode has flown by. We're an hour and 19 into it already.
Oof.
And one raw bathroom break.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, you know, I don't really dig the cross-dressing thing. I think it's it's a bad trope in films. It's kind of a cheap way out. It always has been. I never really got into it much.
But I got the way in this particular movie, they didn't do it like finger pointing. They just kind of did it. That
it was just there.
Like they couldn't really put it down. Like he had some type of, I don't know.
He just had a maid's outfit on.
Secret or something, and that's where they kind of revealed, what was.
Yeah.
Part of his character.
Yeah. I don't think it was meant harshly.
No.
Like as a gag or anything.
No.
So.
No, and then, this is a 50-year-old movie, give or take, so.
Times have definitely changed, for sure. Like, you'd never see the blue oyster in any of these. I mean, maybe you would. Who knows?
Fade to black here.
Yeah,
He's
and that's...
bolting her neck.
With the big...
classic bolts.
Staples there, which are made of... Look at these. They're like... they're like mushy.
And the big old metal... I don't know. Yeah.
Knocked her head off there. Yeah, well, I mean, like, you have movies like The Birdcage, which works really well. There's a whole... Did you guys ever seen The Birdcage?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, my God. You got some great... It's Robin Williams.
Robert Williams and...
Nathan Lane.
No, I couldn't think of his name.
Calista Flockhart. Gene Hackman's in it.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that movie rules. It's hilarious.
Sounds like a good cast.
Oh, man, it's a great film. So funny. I watch it quite regularly. It's hilarious. Late Robin Williams. One of his best films of all time, for sure. They did have a cool sequence earlier.
So this is how you charge your butt plug right here.
Yeah, this is where Elon Musk got his idea for the Tesla, I think.
That has to be what he's doing. Look, Greg. He appears to be uncomfortable. He can't stay firm of foot. He's kind of twitching around,
charging his butt plug.
Yeah,
I'd say butt plugs have really come a long way. They're really popular these days. I don't know what the fuck happened to the world, but butt plugs they're fucking everywhere, man.
Wow. Now let's insert an entirely different line of commentary here.
That's fine.
Apparently you had some type of historical insight that they were more primitive before, or so. How did you determine that they've become a long way?
You see them everywhere
because
you're inundated with them online, dude. They're really fucking everywhere.
Before you could only find them in a select few maybe shops.
Yeah, adult stores.
Yeah,
go to the mall now and get one.
And now you can get one at Spencer's.
Yeah, there's butt plugs everywhere, fucking everywhere.
Okay,
it's like a skit, a SNL skit. We're living in fucking clown world.
Well,
I mean, Spencer's. Weird, I mean, even as a kid, you used to have some
like
weird and adult stuff when I was a kid,
like
but you would never see like full dildos or anything like that there.
See, now you can. That to me kind of surprises me because I guess like tobacco accessories, right? Like it's all in the wording.
You
can't have that shit.
More power to you.
But I mean, you got
it's like the tobacco pipes,
Right? Yeah, because everybody likes their tobacco out of a ceramic Sonic the Hedgehog or Luigi Mario Brother pipe.
Yeah, the big bong for tobacco.
Yes, water vapor pipe.
Yeah, like you need a special license for that, but you can sell dildos.
But that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, you could have like a 10, 11-year-old kid that's going in there with the family, and ooh.
Just don't go.
How is that permissible? I mean,
just don't go to the back.
Yeah,
how is that permissible?
Fucking weird.
Stay away from the back area.
As a parent, it makes me uncomfortable. I mean, I could care less what adults do. People of age is fine, but like,
call me old fashioned. I want my porno in the porno store.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's fine. It's fine. Just don't mix it in with my Cheetos.
I'm all for the evolution of sex toys. That's perfectly fine with me. But keep it in the porno store. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The mature shop. It's called, remember when you used to call it the mature shop?
Yeah. Or if you're going to have you could just add a different section to the store,
Perfect. There you go, Greg. Problem solved.
Look at our hero just got decapitated.
Oh, yeah. Now Frankenhooker is going to be
So now he doesn't have, he's not getting any head either.
No, but Frankenhooker is going to kill the pimp out of revenge.
And then she's going to build up her boyfriend back.
Yeah, she's going to have to.
Oh, here comes the other body parts.
Oh, he's going to get
covered in grape Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but Slimer got him. He is going to get killed by all these things coming out of the chest cooler.
I hope to see it.
Oh, we will, Greg. They won't cheat us.
I hope they like rip them apart, just like two floating arms, just kind of just grab them and pull.
Well, Rob, this is what I talk about when I talk about elements in the film coming full circle.
Yes. Yes, it is. I really hope that he gets tore apart just like the guy in Dawn of the Dead that's using the blood pressure cuff and he gets tore up.
I don't remember that part.
You could see him mouth, what the fuck?
Oh. Poor Jeffrey Franken. Ugh,
Here comes a foot.
That head had a strange resemblance to like David Bowie.
Oh my God.
Here
Look
comes
at
a
that.
mouth on a torso.
Oh my God. Oh, this is
How did they get fused together?
Now
they stuck together and they're just
From the
growing
grape
together.
Kool-Aid?
Yeah, because it's like the life formula.
Now I can really see the basket case influence in this sequence here.
The basket case effects were way better though.
Sure,
Yeah, they were.
Sure, but the subject matter, I meant. The
Yeah,
subject matter.
for sure. Like, I wonder if this is before Basket Case 2 and 3. It might have been. This might have been like early.
That is something else, I tell you that.
That's like a gibbering mouther out of D&D.
Oh my God. That's,
See, look at that's like Belial, right? Like
they're very Belial-esque.
and I can't remember what Belial's love interest was in part 2. Eve, okay. Eve kind of looked like a
Like Belial.
growth,
Yeah.
like a tumor.
Yeah, they're both very ball
And don't forget those drugs.
Very bulbous in nature. See, I do see like a Christina Applegate in her face.
I don't see it.
Maybe it's just because I want
That
to
was
see
a
it.
weird
Who knows?
cut.
See, that looks kind of like a David Bowie kind of head to me.
It's that hair up front there.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was an electrician and kind of had the ability. What's her excuse?
Good
I
point,
don't
Greg.
know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it doesn't look like he's on the body of Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, he's not on anybody else's body. He just looked like he got his head sewn
Oh, he's
back on.
back on his own body. Yeah.
But still,
Now the creation is working on the doctor. What a clever twist.
Full circle, right?
That's right. And
double Frankenstein.
That's right.
Except he didn't get any crack.
Yeah, he got.
Oh,
No,
he's
got a stripper's body too. He's got a hooker's body too.
Oh, and
purple
look, she
nips.
even,
Got
purple
she even
nips.
gave him larger breasts. How nice of her.
Okay, very weird. This is a very weird twist to the story. I remember it now, but smashing all the gender roles or in 1990, Frank Henenlotter ahead of his time. Wow. There we
Oh
go.
my goodness! Here we have
Holy.
Buffalo Bill.
He's like, what's happening to
Jeez.
me?
This movie.
This is a strange movie. I thought this was going to be more like exploitation, kind of silly, dark comedy.
Oh,
but
it
no.
is.
But this is quirky.
Yeah,
This is quirky.
It's very quirky.
Yeah.
Well, the name like Frankenhooker. I mean,
Sure.
you get this movie delivers everything it promises.
I think so.
It really does.
I think so.
There's very few slow moments in this film. A lot of gore, a lot of twisted creatures, and that was it. You
That's
know,
the end of the movie.
80 minutes, real short and sweet.
Yeah, Jeffrey. That was his name.
Yeah, Jeffrey Franken. Yeah.
Well, look at that, Mrs. Shelley, a nod to the
Oh, there you
creation
go.
of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Very
there
clever.
you go.
Yep.
Very clever.
Zorro was the guy.
Okay, his name was Zorro.
Nice.
None of us got Zorro.
Nope.
And there was somebody named Snow and Sugar.
That's your new name, Rob Chartreuse. That's
Chartreuse.
what you should
Yeah.
call you.
Chartreuse.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say Motormouth. That was very kind of you.
No. Chartreuse is better, or maybe Monkey or
Stud
Sugar.
in Hotel.
Stud and Hotel.
Yeah.
Batman shirt.
Shirt.
Sure.
Corner hookers.
Transvestite. You can't use that word anymore. You can't say transvestite anymore. That got credited as that in this film.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
That's bad. You can't say that anymore. It's weird how that works, right? The vernacular just changes over the time. And
I'm going to make absolutely no effort to keep up with that crap because I think it's just that crap.
I don't
And
know. It's hard.
that's-
It's
so I'm-
fascinating for me. Like, I love language and I love learning about that stuff. It's just fascinating, the whole thing.
It's just evolution, yeah. It's just kind of
Yeah, it's weird.
as we evolve.
It doesn't offend me or bother me at all. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So, well, that was Frankenhooker.
I almost said basket case.
Yeah, almost a basket case.
I think this was a pretty solid movie.
Yeah.
Pretty solid movie choice.
For our show, definitely.
I think we laughed a lot during this one,
yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Say go ahead and check it out if you're interested in some weird shit, But that's just
Yeah,
us.
would you I don't think I'll be watching this one again.
No, but I think I enjoyed it as much as
I think if you got a group of friends together and you know
what it is. This is a good beer and pretzels movie, right? You just want to have some people over.
It's a good movie just to kind of throw on, and
you just want to hang out and just kind of talk shit and just whatever. Put this on in the background. It's quirky. It's fun. You look around every once in a while. You'll find something to laugh at, right?
Not too bad.
I don't know. I don't know if.
Or you think only maybe people of our age would laugh at this?
You really, it's a real niche audience. So we could have, the Frankenstein films I have here, Frankenstein 90, which is, this is a French
from 1984.
Film. This is a French film. It looks super weird.
Kind of has an art style reminiscent of Mad Magazine.
Very much so. Frankenstein 1970, which is Boris Karloff. 60s, which is a Karloff film from 58.
Yeah, Karloff, yeah.
See, I have that. I have Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. I have like 3 or 4 of the Hammer Frankenstein movies. Yeah, and I have that one and the Monster from
I think
Hell.
I have Bride is what I have.
Frankenstein Created Bikers, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That looks awesome.
That looks terrible.
He's got the Uzi.
Yep, Frankenstein Created Bikers, pretty dope. Frankenstein Created Woman, which is another Hammer film.
67, yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Cushing was so good as Frankenstein.
Good. Frankenstein meets
the Space
Monster, yep.
65, yeah.
It looks like nobody really noteworthy in this one.
No.
Bruce Glover. Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, which is the one that I watched that put me to sleep.
69, yeah.
Some of the old Hammer ones, they're a very slow burn. They are.
Yeah, Frankenstein's Bloody
Terror,
which is a Paul Naschy
68
Italian.
That's an Italian film, yeah.
Which is awesome. So yeah, well, there we go. There's that movie. And Robot Jocks is what we were going to watch. I totally forgot about Robot Jocks.
I'm telling you guys, Rollerball.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, Rollerball.
Maybe Rollerball.
It's not going to be any worse than any of the other stuff we've sat through. So, it's kind of part action, kind of part sports, kind of in the nature of Running Man, kind of. I think Rollerball would be fun.
Let's check it out.
Oh, we could just watch Rotor again.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Man.
Look, it's right there.
It's right there.
One of the coolest covers in the history of...
For such a disappointment.
Or like the
Rambo?
the Turkish Rambo.
Rambo.
You guys ever seen the Turkish Rambo?
Oh, I didn't even know this thing existed.
Yeah, Turkish Rambo, man.
Oh, love the subtitles.
Yeah.
Klutzak.
Yeah.
What is that in Russian?
It's in Turkish, man.
If we watch this, though, we have to have subtitles on it. Have to.
You can't turn these off.
The foreign title ones that we're not going to be able to read?
Yeah.
No,
but keep them on there the whole time. Klutzak.
What is he throwing at him?
A tennis ball.
But I kind of like that word now, Klutzak. I don't know why. It's just fun to say.
Yeah, cultural appropriation, man. We're going to get canceled.
Me zitten.
Oh, that's weird. This is a weird color, too. It's like, I don't know.
The name is Rambo.
The Intruder.
The Intruder, a.k.a. Rambo. So, yeah, there's that one. And lots of stuff we could do.
I wasn't making fun of it. I just
I
like to say that name. I was enjoying it.
Look, I got Rapid Fire.
Oh, a classic. Brandon Lee.
It's a good one.
Oh, man.
He had a very short but very impressive filmography.
Penis? Like Danny DeVito's short but thick penis? No?
I'm not going to speculate.
No? Okay.
I'm not going to speak ill of the dead.
Red Scorpion. You asked me to get that one.
I did. I really did.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to watch a Dolph Lundgren film that's not Rocky IV. So
I come in pieces.
We could just watch Repossessed.
Hey, what's that? Rest in Pieces.
I have that. It's French. It's not great, dude.
Okay.
It looks pretty bad. It's only got a 20% for their score, so yeah.
No, it's not great.
What did Frankenhooker have?
Return 50s, 59 and 50 something. Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's kind of down the middle.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That's pretty good.
I don't have no problem with it.
Revenge of the Ninja. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Oh, there's Story Ricky. There we go.
We had fun with Ricky O. We really did.
Love that movie. Super good. Well, there we go. Thanks for...
what about that Rats movie? Remember Feast of the Gods?
Yeah, Feast of the Gods. It's boring. I'd watch it, but...
There's Robot Wars.
Robot Wars, Robo War.
Robot Ninja. We had a lot of fun with Robot Ninja.
That was a good one. That was a real good one. Yeah, here's Rollerball. That's what I was looking for. We'll see.
That's a long movie.
Yeah, it's like it's like 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that's too long for the
2 hours 5.
It's a yeah. That's what I'm
too
saying.
long for the scope of the show.
John Houseman. Yeah, it's a little too long. We want these quick and dirty ones, because I just there's too much dialogue in these. Even Frankenhooker had too much dialogue for me. Look at that, Tom Selleck and
Runaway.
Look at that.
Oh man,
Look at the size of that gun.
Gene Simmons,
director Michael Crichton.
Yeah, writer director. Crazy, huh?
No kidding.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
God, that doesn't seem like that would be horrible. Ruthless People.
Oh, that's a Danny DeVito film. The same directors did Naked Gun and Airplane.
Oh, all right.
You ever seen this?
No.
This is great. It's a great comedy, man. Yeah, the Zucker brothers did this.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the Naked Gun. That movie's hilarious.
Yeah, this is a classic, man. It's classic.
Of course, but you said the problem with comedy is we need to have the dialogue, otherwise we're missing all the jokes.
Yeah, you're not. It's gonna fall flat. Well, that's the show this week. Thanks for sticking around. Come back again.
Enjoy us next time when we'll have another similar episode of who knows what until we decide to put it on, right, Nick?
Right.
That's kind of the formula.
Basically, yeah. I don't know what we're gonna watch until. Well, this one I've been brainstorming all week because I started watching it and I was like, oh, I can't watch this whole thing. I gotta wait for the show.
And that's fine. It works.
It does work.
It works.
It does work. So,
well, check us out on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, any other medium you could have.
Social medias, on Facebook and Instagram. Mm-hmm. You can email Rick directly.
He's very eager to share his Mark Hamill picks.
Yeah, Frankenhooker lives at Jeffrey.com.
Too Fat to Skate Podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, there. And stay tuned. We always have more projects and things that cooking. I think Rob and I are going to try to get our show going again. And
a Giallo episode coming up here. Dress to Kill.
Yes,
I'm really looking forward to that. I actually got a copy on order. I've got the Criterion Collection one coming.
I've got it.
Yep.
Yeah, but I want one that I like, that I have and I keep.
Oh, well, there you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go. What if we hate it?
Then
I probably won't.
Yeah, no, it's Brian De Palma. You won't hate it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I really like Scarface.
And I thought you'd like Cruising more with Al Pacino.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's a very... I will talk about that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But... and you got your projects coming up here soon, hopefully.
Maybe soon. If I don't hate it.
Well,
just give it a whirl and see how it feels.
Yeah.
You just gotta like power through the awkwardness of the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And then when you get your flow and your mojo going, it'll be easier for you. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after you do one, you can always say, by finding out what doesn't work, I see what does work.
That's exactly it.
So there's nothing wrong with trial and error. That's a very natural process.
That's exactly it. Yeah, dude. You have to like...
Yeah, we'll see.
Sure. All right.
All right, guys.
Thanks for sticking around.
Bye.
See you later.